Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for late night video right here on the Killer Demons 669 channel. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's it. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the late video and my lack of videos over the last couple of days. I've been really sick and just not well over the past week. And it's been a crazy week as it is with the coronavirus in Florida and other states, and me just not being well and working a lot and just fucking tired. I'm still fucking tired. I slept basically almost all day today. I didn't get up till like 3 o'clock today, and then I ate. I got up for a little bit, and then I ate. Went back to sleep like right around Smackdown. Then I just got up like about 2 hours ago, and I rewatched Smackdown. So I'm kind of still tired. I'm fucked up. I'm just not well. It's hard to breathe. I don't think I got COVID right now, but I'm showing some signs of it. Maybe that's not good. So, because it's hot in the house too. Maybe that's why I'm not breathing. My breathing is a little bit off, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's why I'm sure this because my house is fucking hot. But that's that. So that's that. So I apologize for not getting a Raw review up this week or an NXT. I might do the NXT review tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with how I feel tomorrow. I got work tomorrow, so I'll be coming home tired. So what do you want, fucking cat? My kitty wants some attention, so I've got that. And, just been a really crazy week, and that's that. So I apologize for not getting videos up. Hopefully in the next week or so I'll be getting more videos up, and still thinking about going on vacation. I know Florida's getting bombarded. Almost every state besides New York and New Jersey and Connecticut, we're getting destroyed right now with this second wave, or this they're calling it outbreak. It's really the second wave of this fucking bullshit. So still debating about going there. I still might go there and come back, and I have to quarantine myself, but I can't. I'm gonna play Russian roulette, and I'm gonna probably lose, like I always do, making stupid decisions in my life. But I need to go on vacation. I want to go on vacation. I want to get out of here. I want to get away from work and have a nice semi-vacation, a nice 6-day vacation. Really, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 days, 5 nights, 6 days, 5 nights vacation in Florida. Just relaxing and getting away from everything, but taking precautions when I go down there, of course. And when I come back, I'm gonna self-quarantine, of course, with the missus. And I'm still gonna work. I have to, even though it run the risk of infecting 600,000 fucking people. Affecting a lot of people while I work, but I'm gonna take precautions as well. I know my boss probably say just don't come in, but I need the money, so because I got to pay the bills, and if I don't pay the bills, I get late fees, and they shut off my internet and they shut off my cable, which sucks because I can't do anything else. So it's a hard decision to make. I just don't know what to do. If anybody knows, let me know. That's all I got to say about that. But it is what it is. Like I said, crazy week in America. The protests are still happening now. Today was Juneteenth, a federal holiday about slavery. So a lot of protests and rallies and protests were around the country in New York and Washington D.C. and Minneapolis and everywhere else. Thankfully I had the day off, but I wasn't gonna go in anyway. I was fucking fucked up as it is today. So, but a lot of people now June 19th is gonna be a federal holiday. So for all you people, you get the day off. I may or may not get the day off, which fucking sucks. Doesn't Peter's life matter too? I guess not. But it is what it is. But yeah, so June 19th is a federal holiday, so that's nice. Kids get the day off of school, even though next year June 19th is on a Saturday. So most people will be off anyway, except this guy. But then again, who knows what's going to happen between now and next year? But that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, the crazy stuff happened this week in wrestling. Over the past couple of days, with the accusations of sexual abuse with all these wrestlers like Matt Riddle, Marty Scurll, Jordan Devlin, Joey Ryan, David Starr, and the accusations with Jim Cornette and his wife, just fucking sick. And the people coming out, the speaking out movement now, the hashtag speaking out movement, all these women, former wrestlers, coming out on Twitter and Instagram, proclaiming their stories of sexual abuse by some of these wrestlers. Even Jake Hager's name was brought up. Jimmy Havoc was brought up, and Jimmy Havoc's fucked up, man. He is super fucked up with substance abuse and mental illness. He's fucked up. AEW is making him go to counseling. So, just fucking crazy. All these wrestlers coming out in the woodwork now. Most of them are denying it. Like Matt Riddle, he's all lawyered up. The Guerrero is all lawyered up. I assume other people, like most of the British guys, are all lawyered up, or they deny the accusations. I had a couple people on my Facebook speak out. One, Ariel Nix, who does some work here in the Northeast. She told a story on Facebook and on Twitter about somebody trying to make an advance on her, some wrestler. I don't know who it was, but she got out of it. Everything's fine, but she spoke out, and then I found out my friend Mikey got accused of being homophobic. But I known Mikey for like freaking 3 to 4 years. He's a good kid. He's very passionate about wrestling. He goes to a lot of wrestling shows in the Northeast and around the country. Mostly, like, he goes to Chicago. He went to Vegas for Double or Nothing. He went to Florida for WrestleMania, stuff like that. I'm not like that. I don't have the money for it. I wish I did, but I don't have a lot of money to begin with. But it is what it is. But all these people coming out accusing different wrestlers, and some of them are surprising. Like Matt Riddle was not really that surprising, but he was a surprise. Marty Scurll was a surprise. I didn't think Marty would do something like that. David Starr was a surprise. Joey Ryan. We know Joey Ryan's a fucking prick, but it is what it is. And all these wrestlers are just freaking insane, and all these stories coming out. There's probably gonna be more and more and more stories coming out. Dave Lagana resigned from NWA as a vice president of NWA, so I don't know where NWA is gonna be going right now. Vince Russo and Ryan Satin going to war on Twitter. That's fucking insane. You know, Vince Russo's a prick, but it is what it is. You know, like I said, all these wrestlers coming out of the woodwork getting accused of sexual abuse. You know, these ladies coming out on Instagram and Twitter with their stories of getting sexually abused and sexually assaulted, and just crazy. Been a crazy fucking year. I mean, this year has just been full of surprises and craziness. The COVID, the fucking virus, you know, people dying like Howard Finkel and George Floyd and all these other people. Just fucking, you know, Breonna Taylor and Rashad Brooks, and you know, all this police brutality and all these riots and looting and this fucking other craziness this year. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, as soon as we turned the calendar year to 2020, everything started going downhill. Sometimes I wish 2020 never happened. I was hoping we would stay in 2019, but we can't do that as time goes on. And we still got we're getting close to the end of this month. We're getting close to July, rolling through summer. Summer begins actually today. Coming up later today. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. You know, summer's happening. Summer's here now. Gonna be here for another month, a little over a month and a half, 2 months. So we're gonna go through summer. I don't know how that's gonna be. Like I said, I hope I have a summer vacation. Even if it's a staycation, at least it's a vacation from work. But I'd rather get out of this fucking state. You know, maybe get a nice tan. Who knows? It is just fucking crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It is fucking crazy this year. And we still got a long way to go. Got just about 5.5 months left of this fucking year. And who knows what the fall and the winter are going to bring. I'm just going to have to go on with it. Like I said, I'm playing Russian roulette with my vacation. And I'm probably going to lose. I have a feeling I'm going to lose. I'm going to pay for it, and it's not going to be good. And I'm going to really pay for it if I lose my job. Because I don't know, if I lose my job, I'm probably not going to be on YouTube anymore. And I have to go on unemployment, and who knows if I'm going to get unemployment right away. But somehow I'm going to survive, you know. I just don't know what I to do. I don't know what to do. I'm going fucking crazy. I'm getting fucking panic attacks and stress that I don't need right now. My boss, you know, God bless her and everything, and she's giving me things to read before I go, you know. And I'm telling her that, you know, I'm still debating on going. And I told her if I go, you know, I'm gonna try to still go, and if they lock down when I'm down there, I'm fucking stuck. And then when I come back, I don't know if I'm gonna have a job. I don't even know if I'll even be able to get it back. So, really. Not to think about, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot to think about, and I don't know. But I'm gonna try to give it another couple of days, and then by next weekend, I think I'm gonna give my answer to my boss. And you know, I personally don't want to go because of this fucking virus. I don't want to come back and infect a lot of people, especially my parents or anything like that. And I don't want my girlfriend to go down by herself and she gets stuck and I don't see her for 6 months or longer. That'll really, really, really kill me. missing my girlfriend. I already, when this thing started, I didn't see her since February. It took like a month for her to come back. I was miserable. I was fucking miserable. I mean, I survived, but I was fucking miserable without her. Sleeping in my own bed without her. Being bored on my off days. Couldn't really do anything. I really didn't want to go to my parents' house and just be bored there too. I'm like, I'll be fidgety. I'm fidgety. I seriously don't know. I freaking want to cry right now. I want to keep my emotions in check. I don't want to see you. I don't want you guys to see my emotions and everything. But I'm fucking depressed. I'm fucking having a panic attack right now. I don't even know if I can finish this video. But I'm gonna give it my best, and I'm gonna give you what I can give you. I'm gonna try to do what I can. And if I have to step away from YouTube because of all this fucking shit, so be it. I know my good buddy Dallas is stepping away from YouTube, which sucks. It was a fucking petty drama. YouTube's starting to become drama central again with all these idiots on YouTube getting into petty drama. It's fucking stupid. People who think they're friends with other people, turning their backs on people. I personally don't care because I'm staying out of it. Just don't splash on me, and I don't give a shit. It's fucking petty drama. It's petty. That's why Dallas is leaving because it's fucking petty drama. Over stupidity. Over fucking stupidity. And that's all I can say about that. Anyway, I talked like for almost 20 minutes about this fucking shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Friday night or early Saturday morning, it is time for your late night Smackdown review for June the 19th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. All right, this is the aftermath, SmackDown's aftermath of Backlash, which happened this past Sunday. This past Sunday. So we got a lot to talk about. We have Braun Strowman still as the Universal Champion. We'll see where he goes, and some interesting things happening tonight with Braun Strowman and a certain guy named Bray Wyatt. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. We got Sasha and Bayley on the show, continuing on as the women's the women's tag team champions. We had Sasha in action against Nikki Cross. We had a funny segment with some of the ladies, especially with Naomi. Lacey Evans, Dana Brooke, and Alexa Bliss. That was a pretty funny segment. We had Matt Riddle make his SmackDown debut and had a pretty good match with the phenomenal AJ Styles. And I'll get to that in a minute. And we also had some other things happening on the show as we're rolling on to the WWE's next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, coming up in a few weeks in July. So we'll see what happens there. So let's get to the review. Let's not waste any time. And like I said, the chat is open. And if you want to talk, we'll talk. And if not, well, that's fine. I know a lot of people, it's Friday night. A lot of people doing their other things right now. If you're in a different state, either you might be out at a bar. Well, even though some of the bars and restaurants are not open, but you're doing your Friday thing. And that's that. So, like I said, if anybody's in around on YouTube, floating around, you see me live. Hi, how you doing? Come on in, talk some Smackdown, talk some wrestling, talk about these sexual abuse accusations, and whatever you want. And that's that. So let's begin. Let's not waste any more time because I gotta start getting ready for bed because I got a afternoon shift tomorrow. Then I got Sunday off so I can just chill. All right. Let me get my notes in order, which there never are. So, but like I said, SmackDown was a pretty decent show. It wasn't bad. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right. Almost there. Okay. All right. So, SmackDown begins with a replay of what happened last week. If you missed what happened last week, go find a stream and go on the WWE Network and find it. If on the free version or on the other version that that for that low price of $9.99. And then we go to the ring, which is surrounded by SmackDown superstars. So something's going on. Maybe Vincent Kennedy McMahon comes out and talks about these accusations. I don't know. But anyway, we get Renee Young in the middle of the ring with that horrible-looking IC title on a table. So it's AJ Styles' Intercontinental title celebration. So she announces AJ. AJ comes out with his music. They don't want none. They don't want none. I wish he'd change that fucking theme. I'm not a big fan of his theme. I liked his Ring of Honor theme, that fucking epic theme. Hey, something like that. I forgot the name of it, but that theme is amazing. That should have came over. It's the same people. I think the same rappers that did his song in Ring of Honor that are doing his song now. But kind of getting old and stale. I wish AJ got a new theme, but it is what it is. So AJ comes out and he says he's invited us all here for this historic moment because this is as close as they're going to get to the IC title. So Renee says this is the one title that has eluded AJ. What does it mean to him that he has it? AJ says it means to hand the title over to AJ. He says it's Daniel Bryan that needs to give him the title. He says no one is more qualified than Daniel, and basically says give him some respect. So what to do is put the title around his waist and say congratulations. And that's that. And then Bryan lifts the IC title. AJ wonders if it undermines everything he has said about a champion. He says Bryan is better than that, and to put the title around his waist, be a man about it. Be a man, Hogan. And Bryan is a man, right? Bryan doesn't have to do it, says AJ, and uses the WWE term of the month, coward. Calls him a coward. So Bryan puts the title around AJ's waist. AJ says it feels good. I bet. So Bryan congratulates him. AJ says this is terrible and no one heard it. And so he says, tell it to me like a man. Bryan grabs the mic, congratulates AJ again. He said last week he was a better man, and he respects his ability and wants to add that AJ is going to be a great Intercontinental champion. Bryan says if he shows up every week and pushes himself and gives everyone around the ring a title shot, imagine the legacy if AJ defended against, if his legacy would be better than what it is now. So guys like Graham Talik will get a title shot. Big E, maybe Kofi Kingston, or Chad, or Shorty G, maybe Shinsuke Nakamura gets another shot. Something like that. So AJ's like, why did I even ask you to say anything? Just shut up. He says, I'm not you. My vision isn't Bryan. Slick Few will have a shot at his title, someone on his level. Brian's at the back of the list. Brian is okay with it. Says maybe AJ will be interested in defending the title against Drew Gulak since he beat AJ 2 weeks ago. So AJ says, I'm not giving anybody any handouts. If someone wants a shot, he's gonna have to earn it. And then we hear the music of Bro. Matt Riddle comes out, making his SmackDown debut. Comes out in his flip flops, hops over the ropes, kicks him off into the crowd. Brian leaves the ring. Obviously, I don't know why he was in the ring still, but anyway. So AJ says all he sees is some dude in a ring with no shoes on. He sees another human being looking for another handout. So Riddle says he doesn't want AJ to give him anything. He's here to give AJ some info. He hears that AJ is the face that runs the place. He wants to inform AJ that he is the bro that's going to run the show. Kind of playing on words there, so that was pretty nice. So AJ holds up the title, takes it off, and then hits right hand of Matt Riddle's face. Then another, and then another one. Riddle comes back with some knees and sends AJ to the outside with a kick, which pisses off AJ. And then he's like, "Give me a referee down here." So we're gonna get Matt Riddle in his first match on SmackDown against AJ Styles, non-title. Obviously, match was pretty good. Starts out with a German suplex from Matt Riddle, then a gut wrench suplex, and he's really giving AJ a hard time. Gets another gut wrench, then tosses AJ across the ring. Covers for a 1 count. AJ comes back with a jawbreaker. Tries to whip Riddle. Riddle holds the ropes, blocks a grip, and kicks, but AJ ducks and hits the go behind. Riddle switches, and then AJ backs him in the corner and hits an elbow in the face. Riddle hits a high kick right in the mush for a near fall. Then senton for a 1 count. Then some mat work with the front face lock. And then it works over the AJ into the corner. AJ with some shoulder blocks in the corner. And a chop, then another chop, and then another chop. Woo, woo, woo. Sends AJ in the corner, attacks the midsection, beats him down with some right hands. AJ with a beautiful drop kick out of the corner. He kicks, he sends some kicks to Riddle, then he sends him face first into the corner. Riddle with some punches and some blows and slaps, backing him into the corner. Some high kicks. AJ with a throat thrust into the throat. Clotheslines Riddle, and he falls on the apron. Riddle pulls AJ to the outside with a fight. AJ kicks Riddle, and he runs into Baron Corbin. Oops. And Corbin's not happy about it. And he shoves Riddle down to the mat, causing a little bit of a standstill and a little bit of a jawing back and forth. As we go to break, we come back. Both men are in the middle of the ring. AJ sends Riddle into the corner, hits a backbreaker out of it. He drops an elbow to the home of Riddle. And then he kicks. Riddle's not selling it, asking for more pain. AJ hits a right, knocking him down. Hits a snap suplex for a near fall. Goes to work on Riddle. Riddle comes back with a chop. AJ comes back, and then they go back and forth. AJ sends him in the corner, then scrapes his head across the ropes. Then he dives off with a knee to the face of Riddle. Grabs the head, but Riddle fights off with some right hands and some slaps. Goes for a kick, but AJ hits a dragon screw leg whip and goes to work on the back of the leg. He locks the arm. Riddle hits a forearm. AJ with a right hand on the ropes, then another whip attempt. Riddle stops it. High kick. AJ ducks the boot, then clips the leg. Sweep the leg down, your son. Then he goes to work, catches a leg. Riddle with a knee to face. Then he starts going at AJ, just beating the crap out of him. Sets up for a suplex, but Riddle reverses and deadlifts into a suplex of his own. Damn. Styles misses a splash in the corner. Riddle hits a forearm, then another one, and hits a suplex. Goes for a kick and misses. Goes for a moonsault, then just hits him with a broton. Goes for a near fall. And then he locks in the bro mission and turns this into a pin for a near fall as he breaks the hold and the pin. AJ rolls through with a calf crusher. And he's pulling back hard on that leg. Riddle gets to the ropes. AJ breaks it at 4 because he's got 5. He hits it outside as Riddle hangs over the apron. AJ shows Brian for no apparent reason. Then shows Riddle into the ring. AJ takes a long time to get back in the ring and starts chopping with Bryan. So that's probably going to keep going with that little feud, maybe. Hops on the apron and looks for the phenomenal forearm. He springboards in. Riddle catches him, hits the Bro Derek. 1, 2, 3. Matt Riddle pins the Intercontinental Champion, AJ Styles. He gets his SmackDown debut win. And a pretty good match. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that was pretty much all I got to say about that. So, good win for Matt Riddle. He now possibly is in the running for an IC title shot because he pinned the champion. So, maybe on the next SmackDown he gets an IC title shot. I don't think he's going to win the belt, but, at least a good debut. Most debuts, some people lose on their debut, which makes no sense. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, like I said, good match between AJ and Matt. I think it's the first time they ever fought. I might be wrong. But still, a good match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Good way to open SmackDown. And we're off and running. And that's that. All right, then we go backstage where we have Jeff Hardy, dude. He's mic'd up for an interview with Renee Young. And he's staring off into space. Maybe he's thinking to himself, I fade away and classify myself as obsolete. Obsolete. I don't know. Maybe he's staring off into space thinking about being with Matt Hardy in AEW. Because that's coming soon. This is, he's going to finish his run in WWE, go to AEW, be with Matt, reform the Hardy Boys. They're going to win the AEW tag team titles. Maybe he'll bring back Willow or Brother Nilo. You never know. But we'll see. So, a video package of the Hardy Sheamus saga. Sheamus bullying Jeff. The car crash, the DUI storyline crap that's been going on over the last few weeks. They didn't show the P, which sucked. And then we start the interview. Jeff starts by saying he keeps trying to put out fires. Renee didn't ask him how he's dealing with the loss of Sheamus at Backlash, which I don't know why he lost. It furthers the storyline, but he should have won the match. But it is what it is. They're probably leading up to a match at Extreme Rules, probably a Full Metal Mayhem match or a TLC match. But we'll see. Jeff says that the loss kind of brings the dark stuff back. But if he has learned one thing in life, it's that he has to catch himself before that cycle of thinking before he spirals out of control again. Just because Sheamus called him a junkie or that he may believe it sometimes doesn't mean it's true. He needs to look at the situation for what it is. He is a junkie. He's an alcoholic, and that's okay. Sheamus has a problem with himself, not Jeff. He's a miserable, insecure bully who mistakes his honesty and vulnerability as weakness. Jeff says he's overcome more than this, and he's a human anomaly, and he's not done yet. So, furthers the storyline. We're going to hear from Sheamus in a little bit with his rebuttal, and we're going to see what happens with that. So, like I said, they're going to continue this storyline through Extreme Rules. Probably, I think they might end it at Extreme Rules. I think Jeff's going to be thrust into that Intercontinental title picture, maybe face AJ at SummerSlam. Who knows? But we'll see what's with that. And that's that. And yeah. That's all I can say about that. All right. We got my good buddy Thomas Herrera in the chat. What's up, you motherfucker? And that's that. Thomas says an okay show, 6.5 out of 10. Going around the same route I'm going on. So I gave this, around the same route, same rating I gave it. So, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Not even 2 events on Randy versus Edge, and it's already getting boring. Yeah, it's kind of getting boring. They're going to have, it's leading to what we saw on Raw, which I fucking marked out for. And I'm sorry I didn't do a Raw review this week. I was fucking sick, so I'm still sick as a fucking dog. But like I said, I'm having some problems with my chest, and it's kind of hard to breathe at times. But I don't think I have COVID or anything, but I'm breathing a little heavy because it's hot in here. And work and I've been stressed out, and fucking work is kicking my ass. But I've had a short week. I mean, I only worked. I only worked a couple hours on Monday night, and then I worked a couple hours Wednesday night and Thursday. Now tomorrow's my long day. Got a couple of hours, about 5.5 hours I gotta work. So we'll see what happens. And but since what we saw on Monday Night Raw with Randy and Christian, and the interview they had in the beginning of the show, and then the unsanctioned match. Well, it wasn't even a match. And then Ric Flair trying to tell Christian you don't have to do it, and Christian's like, I have to do this. And then we saw when and they were in the ring, and then Ric Flair comes out tries to reason with Christian, and Christian's like, I gotta do this, leave me alone. And then Flair turns heel and hits a nut shot right into Christian's ball sack. And then Randy, smiles, and then he backs up, hits the punt kick, and then the referee's like, "What are you doing, Randy? What are you doing?" And then Randy, 1, 2, 3. Randy's back as the Legend Killer. I love it. And now that Edge is going to be out for about 6 months with that torn bicep. So we probably won't see a conclusion to Edge and Randy Orton. Probably won't happen by the end of this year. Randy saying that Edge is going to come back in July of 2029. That was funny. But it's leaning to, I think it's going to be leaning to Randy Orton versus Christian in some type of stipulation match at Extreme Rules. Because we'll see on Monday Night Raw. We're going to see a lot of videos, and probably Randy giving it probably Randy with a promo saying that he didn't mean to do it, and that he's sorry. We saw like afterwards when Christian was on the stretcher, Randy's like, I didn't want to do it. You made me do this. I'm sorry, but you're so stupid. But we'll probably get an update on Christian. I think he has a concussion. He wasn't medically cleared to wrestle. But like I said, it's probably leading to something at Extreme Rules with Randy and Christian, and Christian may get his revenge. I don't really know, and I don't really care. So, but the conclusion to Edge and Randy Orton is probably not going to happen for the rest of this year, because I think he's out 6 to 8 months. I think. I'm not sure how long he's out, but that's that. So, for all you people that want this feud to end, probably not going to end anytime soon. I didn't understand the Bray Wyatt thing. I'll get to that in a minute. In a little bit. So, it was confusing. I agree. It was confusing. I bet Hardy was like, I'll go to AEW, and if it's awesome as they say, I'll call you, and you will sign for them. Probably. You mean Matt? I think you meant Matt Hardy? Yeah, that's what Matt Hardy probably said. It's like, I want to go to AEW, get into a feud with Jericho, be involved in a Stadium Stampede match, go in different directions with my character. 1 week I'm Broken Matt Hardy, 1 week I'm Matt Hardy version 1, dude. Now he's supposed to fight Sammy Guevara this week on AEW Dynamite. I don't know what version he's coming out as. Sammy just can't get away from Matt Hardy. He just can't get away from him. And that's that. Yeah. Imagine The Rock in the NWO. I don't think Hogan and Rock would get along. I don't think any of them would get along with The Rock. Rock's a freaking he's his own person. He wants to be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. I think him and Hogan wouldn't. I just don't think Hogan and Rock would mesh, especially with Nash and Hall and X-Pac. I don't think he would fit in the NWO. And I saw something today about The Undertaker and with Corey Graves on After the Bell. And Corey asked him what would have happened if he went back to WCW. Would he have kept the Undertaker gimmick? And Undertaker's like, well, I don't think it would work in WCW because they probably would have killed him Gravedigger because they had a mutual agreement with Monster Trucks. That whole thing with Hogan and the Big Show, or Hogan and the Giant at Halloween Havoc. I forgot what year it was. I think it was '98 when they had that monster truck pulling thing on the roof, and then Hogan threw Big Show off the roof, and somehow Big Show survived. Beat the crap out of Hogan after that. Yeah, they had a thing with monster trucks, so they could have gave Undertaker the Gravedigger moniker, and they could have made him come out in the Gravedigger monster truck. But and a lot of people saying Undertaker would have been in the NWO. I would personally think that Hogan might have tried to recruit him. That would have been interesting. WWE would have been done because all they would have had was Stone Cold, Triple H, and The Rock. They lost one of the big stars in The Undertaker. He could have went back to Mean Mark Callis, probably. I don't think he would have been called Gravedigger. He probably would have went back to being Mean Mark. Hogan probably would have tried to recruit him. Then again, he could have been with Nash in the Wolfpack. Or he could have been on his own, like with Goldberg. He could have formed a thing with Goldberg or Sting. The what ifs of wrestling. What if The Undertaker joined WCW again? What if Triple H came back during the invasion? What if ECW didn't become watered down? It is what it is. So that's that. Get tested, man. You never know. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to be. I think I'm gonna, if I go down to Florida, I'm gonna come back, and me and the missus are gonna get tested right away. When we come back, we're gonna definitely get tested. I don't want that fucking thing up my nose. So I'll probably cringe and just blow snot rockets out of my fucking nose. But as long as I come back, as long as I don't get tested positive and I have to quarantine myself for 2 weeks and lose out on good money, I'll be okay with it. As long as my girlfriend doesn't get it because she's a little bit older than me, and I got to worry about that. She's in the borderline area. I'm around near the borderline area. I'm 43. She's a little older than me, but so gotta worry. But if we do decide to go down there, we'll take precautions, and hopefully we can come back. And then when we come back, we'll get tested right away and self-quarantine. But like I said, it's a game of Russian roulette. I really don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game. It's a hard decision. It's very hard. That's that. There are rumors of Sting to AEW. Yeah, they may or may not come true. I don't know. If Sting goes to AEW, him and Hogan probably not Hogan. Botch. I don't know where Sting would fit though. Sting versus Moxley maybe might be good. Sting versus Sting could possibly maybe be in the Elite. I don't think he'll fit in the Elite, but maybe he'll just be his own person. Maybe Sting versus Brian Cage. Sting versus Jericho. You know, anything can happen, but I really don't think Sting's going to go to AEW. I don't think so. Especially with his neck injury. I don't know if you know what his medical status is right now with that. So, but you know, if he does go to AEW, maybe he'll just make an appearance, and that's that. That's that. Can't wait, for Matt to get extreme bloody matches in AEW. I don't think we're gonna get that. I do want to see that Elite Deletion match with Jericho that he was kind of promising. I think after he gets done with Sammy Guevara, he's gonna start a program with Jericho, and then we're gonna get that Elite Deletion match. That should be a lot of fun, but we know it's gonna be all cinematic, like the Stadium Stampede match, and the Blood and Guts match will probably be cinematic too. But who knows? Who knows even when that match is even gonna happen? The Blood and Guts match, that's gonna be bloody, of course. I bet you everybody's busted open in that match. But we'll see. If it even happens, I don't know. That's that. NWO versus the Shield. NWO would murder the Shield, probably, depending on who's in it. If it's Hall, Nash, and Hogan against Moxley, Roman, and Seth, they would get destroyed. The Shield would get destroyed. Hogan in his prime, of course, and Nash and Hall in their prime as well. The Shield will get murdered. The Wyatt family will get destroyed. The NWO would just be running wild in WWE, like they were back in 2000 and I think it was 2002, 2004, somewhere around there. When Hogan when the NWO came in with when Vince was having problems, he's like, I'm gonna inject the WWE with a lethal dose of poison. And then the NWO came in, and Hogan, Hall, and Nash just started running roughshod of with The Rock and Stone Cold. And then Shawn Michaels joined the NWO, and then Booker T joined the NWO. Big Show rejoined the NWO. It was just amazing. And then Hogan kind of broke away from the NWO, became it still was Hollywood Hogan, but it was the red and yellow Hogan. But had his matches with the Undertaker that he still can't beat the Undertaker. Because Undertaker whipped his ass. I think it was like Judgment Day. Won the Undisputed title. And Hogan and Edge were tag team champions. Hogan as a tag team champion. I never thought that would happen. I never thought Hogan as a world tag team champion. That was kind of strange. Imagine Hogan going for like a lesser tier belt, like the IC title or the Universal title now. I mean, Hogan would probably get the IC title, not the IC title. You would get the WWE title or the Universal title and hold it for like a year, brother. But imagine Hogan with the IC title or the Universal title, not the Universal title. I mean the IC title or the US title. Imagine that. Imagine Hogan just stepping away from his element like Ric Flair did when he won the I think he won the Intercontinental title. Or was going for the Intercontinental title. I don't think Flair won the Intercontinental title. I could be wrong, but it is what it is. But just imagine all that stuff with Hogan. But the NWO would kill the Shield and the Wyatt family if they were still in the WWE back then. Take it to WCW, bye-bye, yeah. Take it to WCW, bye-bye, WWE. Doesn't even matter if they were in the Attitude Era. You know, I think the WWE probably wouldn't have won the ratings war. It would have been tight. It would have been close. You know, with Goldberg and Undertaker, Sting, Flair, Hogan, Nash, Hall, Macho Man, Luger, the Steiners. You know, WCW would just been fucking amazing. I don't even think we'd be getting a Monday Night War. I mean, probably still would have had a Monday Night War, but not as bad as when, you know, how it ended with WWE just destroying WCW. I think Taker would have been there for maybe a year, maybe a couple years, and then said, "Fuck this!" You know, when WCW folded, or maybe Taker would have stayed through the entire time when into 2001 when the invasion happened. Imagine Taker with the invasion. What side would he be on, and who would he be? Would Taker be Mean Mark Callis or be the Undertaker? What side would he be on? Would he still have feelings for the WWE? Would he still have feelings for Vince? The what ifs. The what ifs. That's that. That's that. I hated when the Hollywood Hogan character came out with red and yellow colors. Hollywood Hogan has to have black attire, and Hulk Hogan character has to have the red and yellow attire. Well, yeah, I agree. Hollywood Hogan is black and white. I mean, you can't do that with the red and yellow. Hogan by himself, the Hulk Hogan character is red and yellow. That's what he came out as when he first started in the AWA. With the yellow trunks and everything. But it was known as Terry Bollea back then. Then he became Hulk Hogan. And his character became that, and became a freaking real American dude. But yeah, but I agree. The Hulk Hogan character, you know, has to be red and yellow, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan has to be black and white. But keep the theme though. Keep the well, I don't know if you want to keep the themes the same. You want to keep Hollywood Hogan with Voodoo Child, or you want to keep the Hulk Hogan character with Real American. Yeah, it is what it is, and that's that. I skipped over a comment. I apologize. What if any of the busted wrestlers had HIV and the blood went into another guy's cut? You know you run the risk of that stuff. You know, when I watched that the Eddie Guerrero JBL match when both men were busted wide open, you know, I was like, I got scared because both men were busted wide open, bleeding all over the place, all over their face, all over their body, and they're freaking picking each other up with their bloody hands. I thought both of them were gonna be contaminated. I was legit scared for them. I know, but you see, you know, back in the day, they did the same thing, but we didn't have AIDS back in the day. Back in the 80s, I mean, it was just AIDS wasn't even a thing back in the 80s. It just started in the 90s, really, the late 80s and early 90s. You know, but you had people busting themselves wide open and getting the blood on their hands and touching other people. You know, you had to worry about that. I don't know if there was any testing for HIV during those times with the blood and everything. But you know, it's something to worry about, especially now with the COVID virus or this fucking virus. I apologize, but yeah, I mean you know, you have to run the risk of HIV and AIDS back in the day, and now, especially with CCW, even though CCW is not as hardcore as it used to be. But, they bleed sometimes. I mean, Matt Tremont bleeds a lot. I mean, he cuts himself wide open. I mean, his forehead looks like fucking mashed potatoes. And I love the guy. I love Matt Tremont. The bulldozer. Former CCW World Heavyweight Champion. Former H2O champion, I believe, too. Matt Tremont's a fucking psychopath, but it is what it is. But aren't all the guys in CCW most of the hardcore wrestlers? And I think this week was the 10-year anniversary of the death of Trent Acid. So, if you don't know who Trent Acid is, go look him up. Fucking sick as fuck, dude. Guy is fucking sick. This is what it is. I mean, I grew up with hardcore wrestling, ECW mostly. All those barbed wire matches from FMW with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, Cactus, bang! And Onita and Sabu, and Hayabusa, and oh my god. Just FMW back in the day was fucking sick. All Japan, Big Japan, fucking sick matches that they had. Barbed wire bomb matches, time bomb matches, electric cage matches, Shark Tank matches, Piranha matches. In CCW they had Tangled Web, which is still around. I don't know if they don't do the pay-per-view anymore, I don't think. But, people jumping off of scaffolding and onto barbed wire nets and stuff like that. Fucking sick. But CCW is not the same CCW that we knew back in the day. Cage of Death is still Cage of Death, but it's not the Cage of Death that I remember from 2002 or 2005 and stuff like that. Here's something you don't know. New Jack was in Cage of Death. New Jack was in CCW. Something you don't know that. Some people don't know that. New Jack was in CCW. It's crazy. Cage of Death was the shit back in the day. Now, not so much. I don't even think they barely have Cage of Death. They call it the pay-per-view. I haven't seen a Cage of Death in a while. I mean, the last Cage of Death, they had Jimmy Lloyd versus Casey Catal in a squared circle of sacrifice, and that's when Casey Catal went face first through barbed wire bombs. Holy fucking shit. Casey Catal is one hardcore woman. And like I said, if you go on YouTube, there's a female barbed wire time bomb match in FMW. Go look it up. Women can get hardcore too, especially with barbed wire. I feel bad. I mean, watching that match when I first watched it at my friend Greg's house, I was, that little girl. I forgot the name of her. I think she was facing Magnum Toyota. I forgot the other girl's name. She was big and fat, legend in Japan. But, her going into the barbed wire is fucking sick. She went into the barbed wire about 4 or 5 times. Face first one time too. And then you see Onita like this. And Onita's been through barbed wire matches, fire matches, Ring of Fire matches. Fucking sick. Onita is fucking sick. He's still doing it. I mean, he had a match with Tremont with a barbed wire exploding barbed wire bat. Smacked freaking Tremont in the face with it. Not the face, the chest with it. The freaking Tremont, like Tremont blew up or something. I think Thomas just said it right now. Megumi Kudo and Shinobi Kandori. I think that was it. I think that was the one, Thomas. I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, that match, I mean, if that's the match I'm thinking of, that match was fucking sick. And it shows you ladies can get hardcore too. But don't see it anymore. Because, we have to protect the ladies. We have to protect the boobies. Because boobies matter. That's that. All right, I got a lot of comments. I gotta get back to the review in a little bit. Just give me a second. Bishop destroyed WCW. I mean, I like the guy's charisma, but his decisions were poor. Yeah, he made poor decisions at the end of the Monday Night War, getting involved with AOL and Time Warner, which basically killed WCW. Fucking stupid. If Bishop didn't do that, I don't even think WCW would have went out of business. I personally don't think they would have went out of business. But, yeah. But it is what it is, and that's, you can't change the past. And that's that. And we move on. All right, Jair Alejandro Ponce Clatza. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, my Mexican friend? I thought I lost your YouTube channel. Well, hopefully you didn't. I'm glad you didn't. I'm very glad you didn't, and thank you for coming in the chat and talk some wrestling. All the way from Mexico. Big ups to Mexico, #1. I like that Mexican wrestling. Lucha Libre to the Mundo, Televisión Excelente, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis. Sorry, I had to say that. Now, I grew up with the CMLL and Lucha Libre on Televisión and Univision and Channel 41 and Channel 47 here when I was living in New York. I don't think we get it anymore. I don't even get the channels. I still get 41 and 47, Galavision and Univision, but I rarely see any Lucha Libre anymore. Mostly it's from AAA, but I hardly watch it. I haven't watched it in a while, so. And I know there's WWE Raw in Espanol that I don't watch either, but like, big fan of Mexican wrestling, but I'm a bigger fan of Japan wrestling. Oh, Japan, #1. New Japan. The New Japan Cup was fucking amazing. I loved it. I love it. Going into round 2 right now. Love it. Matches have been pretty decent. Now round 2, you got Hiromu Takahashi against Toru Yano. Oh my god. If Hiromu does not win that match, I am going to be fucking pissed. I don't like Toru Yano. Toru Yano's a fucking lunatic. Cheats in every fucking match. Fucking fireworks outside. It's 1:30 in the morning. Fireworks are going off. It's not even the 4th of July yet. Been going on since April around here. I mean, then again, it could be thunder. I don't know. I don't know what's going on outside. It's fucking crazy. That's that. All right, I talked enough. Fuck that. Every time I see Sasha and Bailey with the titles as a couple, I think the female division is on drugs. The female division sucks. The women's division sucks. It sucks. The women's tag team division sucks. So all you got is the Iconics and Alexa and Nikki. That's it. And then you bring over a couple of women from NXT like Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox. That's it. And then you got the regular women. You got Mandy and Sonya going at it. Naomi's doing nothing but doing weird faces, which made me fucking laugh. Joe Cronin almost fucking died tonight, laughing at that segment. It's fucking crazy. Lacey Evans basically thinking she's Jim Carrey with that laugh. Nikki Cross really isn't doing anything. Dana Brooks doing nothing but going back to Titus catering. Lana's Lana's getting divorced. She's going to either TNA or AEW. Most likely be TNA. But she's leaving soon, thank God. Get away from that fucking storyline with Lashley. The women's division is a joke right now. You're having Asuka and Charlotte again on Monday Night Raw for the women's title. Why? Why is Charlotte Flair getting another fucking title shot? Why? You know what that means now on Raw? I'm gonna get 4 or 5 pointless segments with that bitch. And I really hope Asuka beats her this time. No fucking count out, no fucking disqualification, no stupid ending. Let Asuka beat the living fuck out of her. I don't care if she blows green mist in her face. Just make Asuka win. Please don't make Charlotte the champion again. Please. Please do not make Asuka lose the belt. Not now. Let her go on a nice streak that she's going on right now. Let her keep going. And then the only person that'll probably beat her is Shayna Baszler or a returning Ronda Rousey. But we're probably not going to see Ronda Rousey for a while. So most likely it will be Shayna Baszler beating Asuka. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck Charlotte. And that's that. Mick Foley versus Hogan called a RoboCop match. I mean, Mick Foley and Hogan now, or Mick Foley and Hogan then? Mick Foley would kill Hogan back in the day. He would destroy Hogan as Cactus Jack. Hogan wouldn't know what the hell was coming. Brother. Oh, I got barbed wire in my ass, brother. Oh, brother, get it out, brother. Fuck. Shark Tank matches. Holy. Yep. They fought in a pool. They had the ring and surrounded by a giant fucking pool. Look it up. Look it up. Just look up FMW, just any matches. I don't care which matches they are. You can look up Sabu and Hayabusa cage match, Time Bomb matches, Piranha matches. Ring of Fire matches. Fucking Japanese people are fucking sick. It was the shit back in the day. That's it. Killing the Cruiserweight division was a fatal mistake in WCW, and then the mega push to Jeff Jarrett was worse. Yep. They killed the Cruiserweight division. I mean, it was so prominent. It was like every week you would see Rey Mysterio and Psychosis and Dean Malenko and Chris Jericho and Juventud Guerrera and Alex Wright. And then freaking Bischoff killed it because he didn't want it on TV anymore. It was getting boring to him, and then Jeff Jarrett gets that monster push as the world champion. That near the end of when Jarrett won and when he won it from Hogan, he didn't even earn it. Jarrett won the belt at Bash at the Beach when Hogan fucking left. And then he had that thing with Russo. And then, you know, Russo took the belt off Hogan, gave it to Jeff Jarrett. Well, Hogan just came out and then laid down for Jarrett, and Jarrett won the belt, which I thought was stupid. And Hogan left. And then Vince Russo cut that promo on Hogan, basically ripping him a new asshole. And then later in the night, Jeff Jarrett loses the belt to Booker T, sucker. Yep. That's that. There are rumors that say WWE are thinking to change the United States Championship and all the belts like the Universal Champions just with different colors. I didn't hear that one. Well, they should change the belts. They look hideous. The Intercontinental title looks like shit. I would keep the U.S. title the way it is. I mean, it's a nice looking belt and all that. Keep the WWE title. Just change the Universal title. Change the tag team titles. Change the women's tag team titles. Get rid of the 24/7 belt. That's it. And maybe merge the women's titles. Just make the women's title one belt, not two belts. That's that. We move on. Green Mist, yes. Well, Black Mist. For if you're Bushi, you got Black Mist. Or if you can go as far back as the Great Muta. You had different color mist. He had red mist. He had black mist. He had green mist. The red mist was the worst one of all because that burned your eyes and shit. You could even go back to Genghis Khan back in the 80s when he fought with Hogan. Sprayed him with green mist and blinded Hogan. And then Hogan, at a house show, sprayed rainbow mist into Genghis Khan's face. That was at MSG, too. Not that I went to it, but I heard about it. So Hogan used mist, too, back in the day. But Oscar, used it. I don't think she uses it anymore, but she should use it again. But the only person that uses green mist now is Bushi. Well, now it's the black green mist, like a dark green mist that he rarely uses in matches. What it is. But the man with the mist is and always will be the Great Muta. I remember when Muta in the Thunder Cage with Sting and Flair, not Flair. It was Sting and Muta against Flair and Terry Funk, I think it was, in the Thunder Cage, and then the rope in the Thunder Cage caught on fire, and freaking Muta goes up top, blew it out with his mist. That was fucking sick. I thought it was gonna go up to the tippy top and touch the electric. I thought it was gonna fucking just get electrocuted and just fall to the fucking ground and die or something like that. We need that match back in wrestling, the Thunder Cage. But Halloween Havoc will probably never come back. They really should get rid of Hell in a Cell and call the October pay-per-view Halloween Havoc. Bring back Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Bring all that shit back. But it won't come back. It sucks. And then on Monday, Asuka versus Charlotte for the title. We already know that they are going to give the Tom Brady woman Charlotte the belt. Yes. They probably will give her the belt because she's fucking Charlotte Flair. They probably will give that bitch the belt. And then she'll hijack the fucking division again. fucking glad she didn't kill the fucking NXT women's division, and thankfully my third wife Io Shirai won the fucking belt. Thank you. I don't want Charlotte even sniffing another title, but she knows she's gonna break her daddy's record, and eventually get into the Hall of Fame because she's got that resume right now. But fuck Charlotte Flair. And then the Ultimate Warrior, when I get to WCW, they treated him like shit. Creative control for almost all WWE stars: Hogan, Nash, Razor Ramon, Randy Savage. Yeah, Hogan and Nash politics back then in WCW. They didn't give anybody a title shot. They just wanted the titles for themselves. Hogan wanted the title all the fucking time. Nash wanted the title, and he was booking most of the matches. It was fucking insane. And then when Warrior came in, after he got fired from WWE, when Vince kicked him out, he went to WCW, started a feud with Hogan, which was fucking horrible. The One Warrior Nation, they made Brutus the Barber Beefcake, otherwise known as the Disciple, or the Butcher, whatever you want to call him, or the Zodiac. Kidnapped him and made him a part of the One Warrior Nation. Then they had that match, which was fucking horrible. Did not even live up to WrestleMania 6. Then I think they had that cage match, which was fucking horrible. I mean, even worse than Hogan Piper in a cage. That was horrible. That was horrible. But they fucked Warrior over in WCW. I thought Warrior might have been a star in WCW. They could have reformed the Blade Warriors, Warrior and Sting. That would have been something. But sadly, it never happened. And then Warrior left, and he went his own way after maybe a year. I think it was maybe a few months to about a year, 2 years in WCW. Just horrible. And all it was just him and Hogan. Nothing with Macho Man, nothing with Nash, nothing with Hall. Just the One Warrior Nation against Hogan. And a little bit of the NWO, and that's it. Just fucking horrible, that was. It was fucking horrible. If they changed the United States Championship, just bring the old school USA Championship. Yeah, bring back the old school WCW United States title. What they should have done when they reintroduced the title in the WWE. That's what they should have done. Bring back the old school United States version, United States title in WCW. Not the NWA version, I mean the WCW version. You know, that Goldberg had and DDP had. Among others, Luger. Flair even held it once. Just saying. They should bring that belt back, and get rid of the current United States title. Bring back the old WCW belt. This is what it is. Wonder why Sting never signed with the WWE. Well, he really didn't sign with the WWE. He signed for a little bit. I think he had like a Legends deal. I don't know what kind of deal he had. Then he had that match with Seth Rollins with Triple H at Mania. I don't know why he lost. That was really the death of WCW right there. The last nail in the coffin for WCW, because Sting was the last original WCW next to Flair. That was the end of WCW right there. And then Sting loses to Seth Rollins and then gets his neck destroyed. I don't even know why Sting came to WWE. I don't know why. Just to lose? And help Dolph Ziggler win the Survivor Series? That was it? And then had that one match on Raw with the Big Show, which was horrible. Just for merchandise, I think it was for. That's all Sting was in WWE, just for merch. And I was hoping we'll get Sting and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 31. Nope. Because he teased it, nothing came of it. The promos would have been amazing. The match would have been amazing. Because Sting would have brought it, Taker would have brought it, it would have been an epic match. Never gonna happen. Probably will never happen. Because both of them are old now. Both of them in their 50s, and Taker's like run down right now. Hate to say it. I hate to say it. WWE should unretire all the old championships. With that, I just made the WWE ratings go up by 80%. Oh boy, yeah, they should bring back the gold belt, the World Heavyweight Championship. They should bring that back. Make that the Universal title. Get rid of the Universal title. Bring back the gold-plated belt that Bischoff brought in when he gave it to Triple H back in the day. And that so many people held the belt. Rock, Triple H, Flair, Goldberg, Kane. They brought back the old school WCW belts. That would have been great. The old school WCW Cruiserweight title. I mean, the last time we saw that belt was in 2001 with the Invasion. They brought the Cruiserweight title back. Then they introduced the Light Heavyweight title, which I don't think is ever going to come back. The Light Heavyweight title, which was basically the Taka Michinoku title. Who knows? But yeah, I would bring some of those titles back. Just get rid of some of these titles now on WWE. Just horrible. I feel that AEW would become like WCW in their way of handling things. Possibly, a lot of people are comparing AEW to WCW right now. Though I think, AEW is way more better than WCW right now. Than WCW was. AEW is kicking ass right now. I mean, they had 772,000 people watch the show. So WWE had like 730-something thousand this week. So AEW wins again, as they always do on Wednesday nights, and they'll probably win this week too. They'll probably win when Fyter Fest comes around. They're probably going to win that week, and the July 8th shows are going to be interesting to watch. Really, yeah, the July 8th show is going to be one to watch because that could go any way. Because you got night 2 of Fyter Fest going up against the NXT World Title match and the North American Title match. The winner take all match between Adam Cole and whoever wins the match this week on NXT, whether it be Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, or Finn Balor. And I think it's going to be Keith Lee. And Keith Lee is probably going to become Keith Lee 2 champs, baby. But I'm hoping for Adam Cole, baby, to become 2-time North American champion and current NXT champion. And then proceed to lose the belts over the next few months. Probably lose the NXT title at SummerSlam, keep the North American title, and then lose that probably in October or by the end of the year. But the way it's looking, it's not looking promising for Adam Cole. But then again, anything can happen. I'm still thinking it might be Keith Lee to win those belts back. I think Keith Lee's going to be the guy to beat Adam Cole. I thought it was going to be Killer Cross, but who knows what's going to happen with that. Since Keith Lee smashed the hourglass, that might piss off Killer Cross, and that could lead to a Killer Cross Keith Lee feud. And then Killer Cross wins the North American title, and then you thrust Keith Lee into the main event picture. They could go any which way. We'll have to see what happens this week on NXT. I think Keith Lee's going to win a match. That's what I think. Because I really don't want Adam Cole, Gargano again. Adam Cole, Finn Balor could be good. I just don't want Finn Balor with the NXT title again. Finn Balor as the North American title, I'll be okay with. even though because it's the one belt he never held. So giving him the belt for the first time, let him hold it for a little while, for like a week, lose to Adam Cole. That's that. But we'll see. I gotta get back to this review. For me, the heavyweight title of the WWE must return. Which one? Are you talking about the gold-plated belt, or the undisputed title, or the gold eagle belt, the winged eagle belt, or the oval belt that Triple H had when I think they first introduced it. I think Hogan introduced that, or Rock introduced that one back in the day. I forget which. I don't know who first held that gold belt. The circle belt, I call it. That belt was nice. I like the winged eagle belt. The winged eagle belt, that was cool. The circle belt was good, and then the undisputed belt was just the ultimate. That was the best. That was the best belt. I love the undisputed belt. I love it. I wish they brought that back. Get rid of the Universal title, or change the WWE title to the undisputed title. That's that. But if they brought back the WCW World Heavyweight title, I would love that too. Just get rid of the Universal title. That's that. If you mean the bad handling, I don't think so. They are actually smart as fuck. What do you mean by that? I'm lost. I'm sorry. But yeah, the bad handling. I guess you meant WCW. I guess I'm not sure. But anyway, sadly, I don't think they will bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. Probably not. But never say never in wrestling. Never say never. And that's that. All right, Julius the Jew, R.E.P. Fiend. Well, technically, that might be right. They may have did away with the Fiend, though. There was rumors of Bo Dallas coming back as the Fiend. Just have Bray Wyatt as his character, and then have the Fiend, and then maybe like multiple characters. That's a lot of people are saying that Bray Wyatt is going to have multiple characters. It'd be Bray Wyatt one week, it'd be the Fiend the next week, it'd be somebody else the week after that. But this is the end of the Fiend. This sucks. But never say never. Just remember that. Never say never in wrestling. You can have anything happen in wrestling. Anything can happen. And just like Thomas said, you can never say never. Never say never. The gold belt might come back. The old women's title might come back. No, the fabulous Moolah looking women's title, not the women's title back in the Attitude Era. But they can bring back the undisputed title. They can bring back the TV title, which the NWA did, which is nice. I think Ricky Starks, who is now in AEW, has the NWA title. Now Ricky Starks is in AEW. He's all elite now. Had a great match with Cody this past Wednesday. So it'll be nice to see him in AEW, see what he does. Maybe, thrust him still in maybe the world title picture. Keep him in the TNT title picture. We'll see what he does. Because there's no, the NWA is not coming back anytime soon. So, because Dave Lagana is gone as vice president, I don't know what Billy Corgan is going to do now. I don't even think the NWA is coming back at this point, because Georgia is having a field day with the coronavirus. It's just like Florida and Alabama and Arkansas and Alaska and California and Arizona and Nevada, Utah, New Mexico. Everything south of New York is fucked right now. That's that. The Fiend is a bad character. I personally liked The Fiend when he was there, but they kind of done away with him. You know, I just don't understand why the Fiend didn't fight the Miz. Why the Fiend didn't fight Braun Strowman? Because he was the stronger version of the stronger version of Bray Wyatt. Because he just made Bray Wyatt look like a fucking jobber against the Miz and against Braun Strowman. I didn't get it. I was like, why is he not the Fiend? Why didn't he come out as the Fiend? And now they're going back to him being Bray Wyatt. I guess they really want to kill the Bray Wyatt character. Though I would love him to win the title now. Get Braun Strowman away from that fucking title. It's fucking horrible. And that match is probably going to happen at Extreme Rules at this point. Look, that's what it looks like. I don't know. But, yeah. You know, I don't know if we'll see the Fiend again. We may or may not see him again. That's that. Julius the Jew, what do you think of Jim Cornette? He's a fucking prick and a fucking psycho. I mean, the story with him and having other wrestlers fuck his wife and with him watching, what? And him having swinger parties. I mean, I read what Joey Janela was saying, that he would go over to Jim Cornette's house and watch, all the stuff that happened. I mean, Jim Cornette has one weird fucking sex life. He's a fucking weirdo. And I met Jim Cornette, and I really pissed him off. I asked him about TNA, and then 5 people behind me was like, "Oh, you idiot!" And then Jim Cornette gives me this face like, "Oh." So I really had a bad meeting with Jim Cornette. Really had a bad meeting with Jim Cornette. That was back when it was in Ring of Honor as the I don't know what he was in Ring of Honor. I think it was like he was like the Nigel McGuinness of Ring of Honor. What Nigel was, the Booker, I think, when he had that thing with Kevin Steen. And I think he was the Booker, and he did a little bit of commentary here and there. But all you got to say to Jim Cornette is, "Fuck you, man. You stupid, sick son of a bitch. Treating your wife like that. I mean, who throws their wife out to other fucking wrestlers and has swinger parties at his house and watches his wife have sex with other dudes? He got some weird fascination. That's why he's the most vilified man in all of wrestling, next to Vince Russo. Fuck Jim Cornette, man. And who knows if Jim Cornette was, accused of sexual abuse or grooming, as Joe Cronin said. Who knows? But like I said, fuck Jim Cornette. And if anyone wants to send this video to him, go ahead. Fuck him. And for what he's doing to his wife. I mean, it's his own sex life. I don't give 2 shits. I mean, fucking sick. That's why they talk about the dark side of wrestling. This is what they're talking about. People getting fucking abused and getting raped and all this fucking shit. And I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I was talking about the people like getting accused: David Starr, Joey Ryan, Jimmy Havoc to a point, Jordan Devlin, who else? Marty Skull, Matt Riddle. I was shocked with David Starr. I've seen David Starr fight in CCW and in a lot of indie feds, especially here in the Northeast. I was shocked to hear that. Joey Ryan, Joey Ryan's a fucking sick as fuck guy. I would probably bet when he was tag teaming with Candice LeRae, he didn't make a pass. I am very surprised. Not surprised at Joey Ryan, but I'm like just saying, when it was a PWG teaming with Candice LeRae, I wouldn't put it past Candice to probably like look at Joey like, get the fuck away from me. Candice was going. I don't know if she was married to Joey to Johnny Gargano at the time. But you never know. Candice could come out as saying something like Joey Ryan trying to make a pass at her. I wouldn't put it past him. And I met Candice LeRae a bunch of times. She's a nice lady. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice person to meet. I met Johnny Gargano. Very nice person to meet. Talked a little bit of PWG. Very nice person to meet. I met Ciampa. I met Ciampa in Ring of Honor. I met him when he was in Evolve. When he did a meet and greet at an Evolve show. Well, he was in Evolve, I should say. He was in Evolve. Fought Timothy Thatcher in a great match. Great match I saw. Ciampa's a cool guy. Certain wrestlers are pretty cool to meet. Some act like fucking dicks, and Jim Cornette was a dick. I mean, I met Stone Cold and he fucking stiffed me for a fucking handshake. Because I think he was playing this character. I don't know. He stiffed me for a fucking handshake. I met Sunny, Tammy Lynn Sitch, back when she was Sunny, when she was, over in WWE. And when she was in WWE and then, yeah, she was over in WWE. And then I met Chris Candido before he died. Sad. Fucking Chris Candido could have been a fucking world champion. Sad he was only a tag team champion in ECW in the Triple Threat with Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow, another guy that went before our time. Went too soon. Who should be in the Hall of Fame. Bam Bam Bigelow. And I think Chris Candido should be in too, if he's not in already. No, I don't think he's in. I don't think Chris Candido's in. But he should be in. Not that he did much in WWE, except for with Skip or Kip or whatever the fuck his name was in the Body Donnas. But he should be in. Bam Bam Bigelow. But the one guy we'll never see in the Hall of Fame is Owen Hart. Not in the WWE Hall of Fame. Maybe if they have an AEW Hall of Fame. Not that Owen Hart was in AEW, but I mean, in a wrestling Hall of Fame, he should be in. But not WWE, he would not, because Vince fucked him over. Vince fucked the Harts over, especially Martha Hart after Owen died. That whole fucking thing. If you saw Dark Side of the Ring, the Owen Hart story, which is fucking amazing, by the way, it made me cry. I mean, the way that story took place, the whole thing with after Owen died, and the whole thing with Vince McMahon and Martha Hart and the contract stuff. Personally, I think when Brett left, when Brett left WCW, no, he really shouldn't have left for WCW. He should have took Owen with him. I think Owen would have been a star in WCW. Personally, I think Owen would have been a star in WCW. But he stayed, and he was supposed to win the Intercontinental title, and he won the tag title with Yokozuna, another Hall of Famer. I think he won it with a British Bulldog, I think too, but I'm not sure. I forget. But that's that. And I talked enough about that. I have a lot of comments, and that's it. But I think the last thing I talked about was Jim Cornette. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him in the ass with a spike canonic, and that's all I gotta say about that. I want the Winged Eagle title back. I do too. But, you mean the well, it's the Winged Eagle. It's not the Big Eagle. It's the Winged Eagle. And that's that. Can you explain to me why the hell I went from World Star in New Japan Pro Wrestling Nakamura to being a jobber with Cesaro? You got me. Like I said, when Nakamura was a fucking is and still is a legend in Japan, like Okada. Okada's a fucking legend. Tanahashi's a fucking legend. You know, Naito will be a legend in Japan. Hiromu's gonna be a legend. Kenny Omega's a legend in Japan. The Bullet Club is a fucking legendary faction in Japan. Chaos is a fucking legendary faction in Japan. Finn Balor's a legend in Japan. So many other people in Japan have been fucking legends. Yuji Nagata, Minoru Suzuki, just to name a few. But Nakamura was the shit back in the day. Former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, which was his best days, in my opinion. And then when he came over in that Ring of Honor New Japan thing with World of Worlds and Field of Honor, he was a fucking legend right there. I loved seeing him. I met Shinsuke, fucking amazing guy. I still have the picture. I don't know where it is though, of Shinsuke as a ninja with his autograph. Because I am Mr. VIP. I get all the wrestlers' autographs. I mean, I can't show it, but I have on my wall over here. Yeah, I mean, not this wall, but this wall over here, which you can't see. I might show it on my laptop one day. I have like Tennille Dashwood, SCU, Jeff Cobb, otherwise known as Matanza Cueto in Lucha Underground, Dalton Castle, Ibushi-san. I have that. I have Marty Scurll. I have like two of them of Marty Scurll. I have Cody, Leo Rush, Kevin Steen, Adam Cole, baby. They love me in Ring of Honor. They fucking love me. I missed going to a fucking Ring of Honor show. I hope Ring of Honor comes back by the end of the year. Or by next year, at least. That's that. But yeah, really, when Nakamura came to WWE, they fucked him over. I mean, he was a star in NXT. He won the NXT World Title twice. Good matches with Finn Balor. Good matches with Joe. Especially that cage match with Joe. That was good. Those 3 matches with Joe, that were good. And then when he came over to WWE, just like everybody else from NXT, fucked him up. And now, like you said, Jair, they're treating him like a jobber, like Cesaro. Why Cesaro? I mean, if you saw Cesaro's promo tonight, I mean, that was a good promo. It started off slow, but then, he got right into it. Very good, passionate promo. Like, 8 years, I've been treated like shit. And it's true. It's fucking true. Same thing, Nakamura's getting treated like shit. And he's been there for 3-4 years, I think. And the only good thing he had was, he didn't have a good thing with AJ. He had a really horrible Intercontinental title run. And now maybe he'll get the tag team belts with Cesaro. Not that they're gonna go anywhere with it, but I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna even win the belts from the New Day. I hope they do, because I fucking hate the New Day as champions right now because it's getting boring. Even though in the tag team division, both Raw and SmackDown is horrible. Let's be honest. I mean, give us something new. I don't want the New Day every fucking time as champions. It's like having Charlotte as the champion every fucking time. It's pointless. It's stupid. Give us something new. Cesaro and Nakamura could be pretty good champions. Maybe long-running champions. Who knows? But knowing the WWE, they're going to make Cesaro and Nakamura lose. Probably at Extreme Rules. Or maybe on SmackDown. I don't know. Whatever they do, they decide to do the match. They're gonna lose. They're not gonna give Cesaro and Nakamura the belts. And it's just gonna be another slap in the face to them. And really, I think Nakamura and Cesaro should leave WWE and go. I think Nakamura should go back to Japan, win back the IC belt, or win back the world title from Naito, or maybe just destroy Okada, but or maybe have another fight with Tanahashi. I think Nakamura should go back to Japan. Cesaro should go back to Ring of Honor. or go somewhere else. Maybe go to AEW and be a star. Maybe go back to being Claudio Castagnoli, like he was in Ring of Honor and CZW and PWG. Bring over Chris Hero. Reform the Kings of Wrestling in AEW. Have another tag team. I mean, that awesome tag team roster they have. The Bucks and SCU and the Lucha Bros, the Revival. You know, you could throw in Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho. They were, I mean, not the greatest of tag teams, but, you know, throw them in the hat. You know, best friends and, you know, Private Party. I mean, so many great. I mean, the AEW tag team division is better than the WWE tag team division right now, and even better than Ring of Honor. Because all in Ring of Honor you have is the Briscoes and maybe Silas Young and Josh Woods. That's it. And maybe I think the tag team champions right now are Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham. That's all you got. You don't really have much of a tag team division in Ring of Honor. TNA starting to get a little bit of a tag team division. I mean, the North have been champions forever. Then you got Triple XL was a new team. You got the Rascals, any version of the Rascals. They broke up they broke up the Chris brothers. They broke up OVE. They broke them up. Now you see Madman Fulton in singles matches. You see Jake and Dave Chris broke up as a tag team, which sucks. But TNA's tag team division would get destroyed by AEW. Ring of Honor would get destroyed by AEW right now. WWE would get destroyed by AEW's roster, by AEW's tag team division. And even the roster of AEW would destroy WWE right now. They would destroy him. Kenny Omega against Seth Rollins. They would get destroyed. Seth Rollins would get destroyed. Moxley Rollins. Moxley would beat Rollins up. Moxley AJ. Kenny and AJ. Kenny and Adam Cole, baby. Moxley and Adam Cole, baby. Never know. Never know. All right, let me finish off these comments and get back to the review. I'm already almost 2 hours in, and I gotta finish this fucking thing because I want to go to sleep. I got work tomorrow. Braun versus the Fiend in Extreme Rules, possibly. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. But they're starting it. But you know, I got a couple of weeks away till Extreme Rules, so we'll see where the storyline goes going into the next week and the coming weeks. But it looks like they're gonna have a match at Extreme Rules for the Universal title. I don't know if in a Firefly Funhouse match or maybe just a straight up one-on-one match. And that's that. Cesaro's a waste of talent. Fuck WWE. Yeah, they fucked him over. They fucked him over, like I said. They fucked him over. And like I said, Cesaro should fucking leave WWE with Nakamura. Because they're getting treated like shit. Everybody who comes from NXT gets treated like shit. That's why I worry about Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era. I worry about Velveteen Dream. I worry about Io. I worry about Rhea Ripley. Because they're going to treat her like shit. Because that's WWE's agenda. They treat NXT talent like shit. Because guess who's running the shit? I'll give you one guess. When people come into the main roster, guess who runs them? Who molds them? Yep, you know who it is. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's not Triple H. Triple H is in NXT. That's why everybody should just stay in NXT for years. That's why I think Adam Cole should stay in NXT for another year or two. And the Undisputed Era too. Velveteen Dream should stay there. Finn Balor should probably just stay there for all I care. I don't think he should be brought back. everybody comes up NXT is just getting treated like shit. Aleister Black, Ricochet, especially Ricochet, who's been relegated to main event, which is horrible. I mean, he should go back to fucking Ring of Honor. Not Ring of Honor. I mean, go back to NXT. That's the. But Cesaro, he should leave. Cesaro should go either back to Ring of Honor or go to AEW because I don't think TNA would want him. Jim Cornette is trash. Shit. Yes. Jim Cornette is pure shit. Fuck him. That's that. Even the Smoking Skull and the Rock's belt was way better than the Universal Championship. Any belt is better than the Universal Championship, that blueberry belt that it is right now. Fuck that. Fuck that. Hardcore Championship is better than the Universal title, Thomas. That's something to think about. The Hardcore title, I agree with that. It's better. The Hardcore title is better than the 24/7 title. Let's be honest with that. That's that. Most importantly, he would have been alive. Owen, you mean? I guess you meant Owen. Yeah, that would be true. That would be true. You wouldn't have seen Owen fall from the rafters like he did at Over the Edge 99. You wouldn't have seen that. Owen would have been a star in WCW. But he would have probably came back to the WWE when the invasion happened. He probably would have came back. And probably would have made him champion. They should have made him champion right there. Not the Intercontinental champion. I mean, he held it and then he gave it to Stone Cold because when he botched that pile driver over to Stone Cold, he basically said, "I'm going to give the belt to Stone Cold," which was a nice gesture. It was a nice gesture by Owen. And then Owen was supposed to win the belt from the Godfather, and then sadly, what happened. We all know what happened. He fell from the rafters, hit the turnbuckle, snapped his neck, killed him instantly. Fucking shame. Because all was Russo's fault. Russo and Vince. They made that stupid thing with him coming down from the rafters like he's fucking Sting. I'm surprised Sting didn't fucking fall from the rafters. God forbid. Imagine Sting would have died. Fuck that. WCW would have been dead already. That's why I don't like people like doing all these stunts because you never know what could happen. I mean, remember when what was it? Shawn Michaels came down from the rafters and then zip lined all the way to the ring. Vince McMahon actually showed Shawn Michaels how to get on the thing. Imagine Vince McMahon would have got hurt doing that shit. With all the rigging and the weight of Vince McMahon. Shawn Michaels was like 200 and some odd pounds soaking wet. Vince is like 200 and something. I don't know what Vince's weight is. I think it's like 200 and something maybe. Him just flapping his arms is like 50 pounds. I don't know. But it is what it is. But yeah, if Owen Hart was alive today, he would be multiple time champion. Probably have great matches with who knows who. Seth Rollins, maybe AJ, maybe Moxley, maybe Finn Balor, maybe Adam Cole, baby. But Vince killed him. Vince killed him. That's all I can say about that. No wonder why McMahon's song says "You got no chance." Yeah, basically, when everybody comes up to NXT, you got no chance. Or anybody comes into WWE and goes past NXT gets fucked over. Surprisingly, AJ went straight into WWE. Thankfully, he didn't get fucked over. But, guys like Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, who doesn't want to work the WWE tapings anymore, I don't blame him. Got fucked over. Horrible booking. Sami Zayn, same fucking thing. That's why he's gone. Bobby Roode, we haven't seen him since because I think he's stuck in Canada. Or he's got an injury, I don't know. Ricochet, treated like shit. Aleister Black, treated like shit. Nikki Cross, treated like shit. Alexa Bliss, crap. Sasha and Bayley to an extent, even though they're the tag team champions now. They're going into a feud, which is nice, hopefully by SummerSlam. Who else? Charlotte to an extent has been treated fairly because her name is Flair. Get it? Fairly? Flair? You know, but others who came up from NXT, Nakamura, treated like shit. That's why I worry about Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era, Velveteen Dream, Rhea Ripley, Io, maybe Gargano, maybe Ciampa, maybe Killer Cross at some point. Not now, but maybe in a year or two. They're all going to probably go up to the main roster, and they're going to get shit on by Vince McMahon. If he's still around by then. Because Vince McMahon's, what, 74 years old? He's on his way out. He's getting old. He's getting more senile by the day. And that's it. All right, we wasted a really long time, and we did not even finish SmackDown. So let's do that right now. All right, so talk Jeff Hardy, basically spacing out in his promo and talking about Sheamus. He's basically saying he's a human anomaly. He's not done yet, so continues that storyline. And then we had the match with AJ and Matt Riddle, where Matt Riddle won his debut match. So we'll probably see Matt Riddle and AJ for the Intercontinental title pretty soon, but we'll see with that. And that's it. All right, let's continue on. We go backstage where we see Shorty G, Chad Gable working out. He's going to be facing Mojo Rawley coming up next, and he's asked how much does the height and weight advantage bother him. Gable says it doesn't matter how big Mojo is. Heavyweight's all the same. And then we see Mojo behind him like, no, they're making creepy faces, being a dick, making fun of his height. Gable says that heavyweights, they don't know what it's like to have eyes in the back of your head. And he turns around and clocks Mojo right in the face, which I thought was nice. And Mojo's got the coronavirus. Mostly, I heard he's got it. I don't know if it's true that he has it. So he clocked him right in the face. That leads to a match which didn't last that long. Match number 2. Kind of a corny match. Mojo slaps Gable around, just beating the crap out of him. But Gable floats off, hits a Northern Light suplex, turns into a pin for a tackle, almost like a pounce. Goes for a near fall. He mounts Gable and hits him right hands to the face. He locks in a half Nelson chin lock combination. Gable tries to turn into it, but Mojo whips him. Gable locks in a sleeper that sends Mojo to the outside. Mojo hops on the apron over the ropes and hits a splash in the corner. Then Gable hits the corner, goes for a splash, but Mojo goes for a splash. Gable hits a German suplex, goes to the top rope, and Mojo is up. Gable flies with a crossbody, but Mojo ducked, gets a carry. Inside cradle from Chad Gable, 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable, Shorty G picks up the win. Match I didn't give 2 shits about, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So yeah, Shorty G's on a little bit of a roll. Whoop-de-damn fucking do. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck that. All right, after that, out come the Miz and Morrison. Miz and Morrison! Hey! Ho ho. That video was pretty funny at Backlash. The new music video was pretty nice. So they come out. They blame Otis for their loss at Backlash. I don't know what Otis did, but it is what it is. I guess he came out and tried to cash in or something like that. They then bring out Mandy Rose, who comes out looking hot, as always. They bring up rumors. They bring up some rumors about her. They talk about how Sonya Deville is better than her. Mandy's like, I'm not out here for insults, so I'm just going to leave. But before she can leave, Sonya comes out in a suit. And Mandy wonders why we're still on about this. She knows she's mad, but Sonya is the one behind her back and try to sabotage her career in her personal life. And she says, whatever it is Sonya thinks she's done to her, she's done with it. Sonya says, I only wish I could be done, but she just can't because week after week she has just had to watch Mandy get the spotlight. She talks about the promotion for the show, saying it was Mandy Rose on Miz TV, but where is she? With these opportunities, won matches, haven't done that. Says anything with any sort of value, nope. She's got it all. Not like Billy Gunn, but she's got it all. And she says Mandy is made up with Otis poolside so that everybody can see. Congrats to that. Mandy tells her to stop because it's upsetting her. What does Sonya want? She doesn't get it. Mandy has people by her side, and despite what she says about Otis, Otis has been loyal since day one. She asks Sonya, what is it that you have besides being a fighter? She's alone. How much longer will Sonya hold on to petty resentments? Sonya wants to break it down. Real simply, Sonya isn't mad anymore. She's just trying to figure out what she's got to do to get the Mandy Rose treatment. She looks at Mandy, then looks at her, and the only difference she sees is this. And if this is the only reason she's getting more than her, she says she's done. Mandy thinks she's better than her. She says that Mandy thinks she's better than her. She will rip her apart piece by piece until her outsides are just as hideous as what's inside. Then Sonya hits a cheap shot, and Miz and Rose are like, "Ooh, go at it." So they're having a cat fight, and they go back and forth. Sonya rips her jacket off. Mandy fights back. Sonya gets Miz in between both of them as Mandy was trying to go after Sonya, but Miz is standing in between. Mandy gets pissed off, and Sonya yells, "Mandy's going to respect her authority." So Miz is laughing, and Mandy's like, "Fuck you, Miz." Smacked him in the face. That's that. So Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville story is continuing on. I don't know where it's new, but there's rumors of her turning on Otis and getting with Sonya and turning it into a lesbian angle. Who knows? And that's that. So who knows what's going to happen. So I get all that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that was that. And we move on with that. And we're already just about over 2 hours. And that's that. And I'll get to the chat after that. All right, match number 3. We got the New Day, the tag team champions, taking on the Lucha House Party. It's a Dorado and Gramatalik. Match wasn't anything to write home about. It's also with Kofi and Lindsay to start. Kofi works the arm, gets reversed, slips out of it, gets a fist lock. So a little bit of a technical wrestling for all you people. Lindsay flips out of it, hits a head scissors into a pin for a 1 count. Kofi with the go behind. Kofi turns into a hold, whips Lindsay into the corner. Flips backwards over the running Kofi. Sends Kofi into roast. Biggie with a tag. Hits a belly to belly. Then over the top rope. Kofi comes in. He hits the ropes, but Metalik is holding the ropes. Lindsay hits a high kick to Big E. Grand Metalik with a spring. Then a drop Big E. As then they hit Stereo Suicide dives onto Big E and Kofi on the outside. They come back in. Big E runs into Lindsay's boot. Lindsay hops onto the top rope, hits a crossbody, but Big E caught him. Lindsay escaped Big E with an elbow, and then a big splash for an air fall. And then locks in the abdominal stretch and starts gyrating and all that other crap. Lindsay gets out of it, attacking the thigh of Big E. Big E then tags in Kofi Kingston. Kofi comes in, then Grand Metalik gets the hot tag. He comes in with a chop. Kofi runs into an elbow and then a bulldog. Kofi then gets on the shoulders of Grand Metalik, tags into Lindsay. He hops over both men and hurricanes Big E. Then they hit a Falcon Arrow. Grand Metalik and Lindsay send Big E to the outside. They double super kick Kofi, and both men head to the top rope. But Big E gets up, sends Metalik off the top. Lindsay then dives, rolls through, and Kofi hits a stomp tags in the Big E. They hit the midnight hour on Dorado. 1, 2, 3. The New Day pick up the victory in a pretty decent match. I gave a 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that was that. Afterwards, Cesaro and Shinsuke come out and attack them. Cesaro hits a sloppy-looking neutralizer. That's what it is. Then he grabs Kofi, hits the swing right into Shinsuke with a running kick to Kofi, kind of like the KOS 1, even though Kishiro and Cesaro did it way better. Looked like Shinsuke kind of was off a little bit, but still it looked like he hit a kid shot, but it is what it is. So they kind of hit the KOS 1. So it is what it is. And then Shinsuke and Cesaro go outside. They go up right to Michael Cole, even though Sasha and Bayley were on commentary acting like complete fools. They tell Michael Cole that they are sick and tired of being overlooked. They beat the New Day last week and didn't even hear about it this week. They're international stars, the last of a dying breed. And then, like I said, 8 years, and that's that. So looks like we're going to see a New Day, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura feud over the tag belts. And like I said, I think the New Day will probably win. That's all I can say about that. So I gave the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. All right, there we go. Backstage where we see Alexa chatting up with Lacey Evans, Naomi, Dana. Dana cuts a promo, give 2 shits. Alexa's like, where the hell did Nikki Cross go? Everyone's like, well, I don't know where Nikki went. And then Lacey was talking, and then she was like, doing her best fireman impersonation. And then Naomi was like, that sent Joe Cronin into a loop. It is what it is, and that's that. And that's that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars, and I do really care about that. All right, then we got Sheamus fella backstage. He says things have become very serious with Jeff Hardy. Lines have been crossed. When Jeff called him a bully, it made him think. He says he's a bully. People like Jeff Hardy deserve to be bullied. He's pathetic and weak, and he enjoyed kicking it off the other night at Backlash. His only regret was that he didn't kick his voice box. He's asked if he's resilient and strong. Everyone knows that deep down, Jeff doesn't believe it. That's where he comes in. If Jeff is unable to lift himself up, Sheamus will gladly do it the only way a proper Irishman can. Pop a bottle, grab a pint, because next week he will toast the one and only Jeff Hardy. So we're going to get Jeff Hardy next week. Should be exciting, and that's all I can say about that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. All right, Sasha and Bayley are excited about next week. Whatever, I don't know what next week is, but it is what it is. I think they're going to have a match or something like that. And they're going to head to the back to get ready. And then we see Nikki Cross attack them from behind. She knocks out Bayley, then Sasha, and then Bayley stops Nikki. Out comes Alexa, who stops it. And then Nikki's in the ring, calls for Sasha Banks for a match right now. Sasha says she's not fighting, but then Bayley screams that she accepts on Sasha's behalf. So, the still ongoing thing with Bayley just making Sasha fight, and Sasha's getting pissed. Deep down inside, Sasha's getting pissed, and she's going to beat the crap out of Bayley sometime soon. And then Bayley and Sasha have SummerSlam for the SmackDown Women's title, and Sasha will win. That's how it's going to go. That's what I think. So then we get to Sasha and Nikki Cross. Nothing to write about. They come back in progress. Sasha is goading Nikki into a trap. To the outside. She hits a slide, but Nikki has the apron, traps Sasha in the apron, hits a bunch of right hands, throws Sasha in the ring. She heads to the top rope. Sasha rolls to the outside. Nikki goes on the apron. She dives and hits a crossbody off the apron. Sasha's back in the ring. She attacks with a snapmare into a chin lock, and then a knee to the back. Starts working on Nikki. Nikki booty bumps out of it. Hits an elbow to Sasha, then another one. Then a throat thrust to Sasha. Attacks the midsection with her head. She's going to work on Sasha a little bit. She beats her head against the top turnbuckle, then heads to the top rope. Sasha gets up. She stops Nikki. Nikki holds Sasha's head, then bangs it into the ring post a bunch of times. Ow. That hurt. Then she hits a tornado DDT for a near fall. Sasha's able to roll into the bank statement. Nikki counters. She escapes the hold and rolls into a crucifix pin for a near fall. Sasha looks for the backstabber, and Nikki turns into a pin for a near fall. And then she reverses a move for another near fall. And then Sasha comes back with the knees for the 1, 2, 3. So Sasha Banks picks up the win over Nikki Cross. Match was all right. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that was pretty much it. And that's that. All right, then we get to the final segment of the night. We get the Firefly Funhouse with our good friend Bray Wyatt. Hi, kids! Hi, kids! So Bray says he's done a lot while being gone. Yeah, giving JoJo another kid. Good job there, Bray. He says book clubs, TikTok dances, learn how to knit, learn how to resurrect his career. He is reminded about his loss of Braun Strowman at, I believe it was WrestleMania. Wyatt says he's learned from the loss. He then does a double thumbs down to Braun as Braun comes out to interrupt. Braun says before he gets started, just don't. Wyatt had his opportunity and nailed the story between him. It's over. So Bray laughs it off. So it's like, no, it's not over yet. Says their chapter may be over, but Wyatt wasn't lying about resurrecting the dead. Their story is just getting started. Then we see clips of them back in the day when they were in the Wyatt family, like we saw before when they feuded doing that WrestleMania segments. Then we see Bray Wyatt in his Hawaiian shirt as old school Bray. He says Braun looks like he's seen a ghost. He says that they must take a step back to where it all began. Wyatt created him, and he can destroy him. But therefore, it's his duty to destroy Braun. Braun's like, no. They start smiling. And then Bray says, you know where to find me. Just follow the buzzard. And then Bray's like, run. And then blows his lantern out. So he's coming back as the old school Bray Wyatt. I don't know what they're going to do with him. That's that. So I don't know what they're going to do with Bray Wyatt. They're trying to resurrect his already miserable career. I hope they give him the belt because Braun Strowman as the Universal Champion fucking sucks. So I hope they give it to him either at Extreme Rules or at SummerSlam. But who knows what's going to happen with that. And I guess we're going to see what happens with Bray Wyatt. Is he going to play multiple personalities? Is it going to be Bray Wyatt? Is he going to be The Fiend? Is he going to be somebody else? Who knows at this point? Who knows? We're going to have to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But, a good start to another storyline between Bray and Braun. And I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that was that. So that ends SmackDown. And like I said, it was a pretty decent show. I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars, just like Thomas did. So Thomas and me are on the same page. Brother! Yeah, I had to put that in. But, yeah, so we get that. And, whoops, my hair is all messed up. And, yeah, so SmackDown, like I said, 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. And if you have any questions, put it down below in the comment section for this video. We'll have a future Q&A coming up, probably after July 4th. Who knows? Right now, I don't know what's going to happen with a future Q&A, but I like the conversation I have in my streams. A lot of questions, which is nice. Even though some certain the same people, but I don't mind. I really don't care if I get 2 people watching, 4 people watching, 313 people watching with their questions and their comments. It's fine by me. I know I'm not going to be like a Joe Cronin or JD, but I'm just here just shooting the shit, giving my opinion about professional wrestling. And if you like it, you like it. You don't. I don't care. I'm just here for me, and that's all I got to say about that. If you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. That's all I got to say about that. And that's it. So like I said, 6.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. And we'll see what happens next week with the roast of Jeff Hardy. We'll see what happens with Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. We'll see what happens with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. With AJ Styles, what's going to happen with him? Maybe a possible feud with Matt Riddle. And see what happens with Sasha and Bayley. and the women's division. All this and more next week on Smackdown. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, we got a couple comments left from the chat, and I'm going to read them right now. Javier Alejandro Ponce Crazza. And I will give you a curious fact. If Becky had not left because she was a mom, she retains the title that Asuka has, and Charlotte would still have the NXT title. The 4 riders would have the maximum gold. That is true. If Becky didn't get pregnant, Becky would still be Becky 2 belts. She'd probably going into a feud with Asuka, because Asuka would have had the Money in the Bank briefcase. Charlotte would have been probably running roughshod over NXT, and then Bayley would be champion, and Sasha would be half of the women's championship. They would be the 4 horsewomen as champions. With Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Sasha. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they would all be champs. That's it. So that is true. But, Becky, Seth Rollins forgot to pull out at 2. Becky became pregnant. Now she's going to have a baby in December. And she's probably not going to come back till next year's WrestleMania. Get back the belt. Probably from whoever. Maybe from Charlotte. Or Shayna. Who knows? Damn, my throat's killing me right now. But as now she's going to be the mom. She'll be the man, the mom. Or man mom. I don't know what you're going to call it. It's that. So, that's that. And that's all I got to say about that. Owen Hart, wow. Yeah. Just a shame. Could have been a star in WCW, like I said. You think the Riddle versus Lesnar is given as a future match? That sounds like a rumor. It could happen. It could happen. I don't know what Brock's going to be doing. He's supposed to come back at SummerSlam. I think he might be They might go with Bobby Lashley winning the belt from Drew McIntyre at Extreme Rules. And then Lashley goes on to face Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. Brock will probably beat Lashley because I don't think Lashley's going to hold that belt for long. Another guy that WWE misused. So, but, with Riddle, Lesnar may happen if Lesnar goes to SmackDown. But I think he's going back to Raw. Then again, he could go on both brands for all I care. Who knows? And that's that. All right, final comment of the night. Seth has achieved the impossible to get a man pregnant. The man. Haha. Yeah. He's done the impossible. He did it. John Cena forgot to pull out a 2. Cena's lucky he didn't impregnate freaking Nikki Bella. He's fucking lucky. Imagine freaking Nikki Bella having a kid with John Cena. How John Cena would have reacted. Probably would have left her anyway. John Cena loves the kids. I love the kids' children. I love the children. But Cena, got rid of Nikki. He doesn't want to get married. Obviously doesn't want kids. He's treated Nikki Bella like shit, kicked her to the curb. Or Nikki kicked him to the curb. I don't know. That's what happens in wrestling. You think you're in love with the greatest person in the world, and then next thing you know, you're in infidelity. Nothing is sacred in wrestling anymore. Wrestling marriages, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Look at all the married couples that are up nowadays. You got Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. They're married. Nikki Bella's married to Arnhem right now. Or getting married to Arnhem. Bree's married to Daniel Bryan. Renee Young and Jon Moxley. Seth Rollins and Becky are probably are engaged, I believe. So many others, or involved and they're married, and their marriages will last. Tommy Dreamer and Beulah McGillicuddy, for one, have been married a long time. But like I said, certain marriages don't last forever. You could be with the greatest person in the world, and next thing you know, you're done. It's just like life. It's like life. You could be with the greatest woman in the world, the greatest man in the world. Everything's going right, and then next thing you know, either you could break up, divorce. Good, go to bed. Go ahead. Yeah, so the missus. I've been with the missus too long, but it is what it is. I've been with her for 12 fucking years. What? Go to bed. Yeah, it's time to go to bed, ladies and gentlemen. So it is what it is. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, nothing lasts forever. In the world, in life, and in wrestling, nothing lasts forever. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. This almost 2.5 hour video is just about to hit the hay, and I'm about to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. Got to get up in the morning, have some breakfast, get dressed, go to work, get my pay that you wish you had. Even though I'd rather have the weekend off, but not going to get that for a while. But it is what it is. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to Thomas for coming in, Jair to come in. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I am, I apologize. I'm not good with Mexican names, but it is what it is. And thank you to Julius the Jew for coming in. Thank you all for chiming in the chat. Thank you for watching. Everybody else who watched, thank you for watching. Continue to smash that like button down below to death. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels as well. All of them down below in the description box. As always, friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Twitter link down below in the description box. Leave your comments down below as well after the video is put up. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Might be streaming tomorrow with my NXT review, so I might be back tomorrow. If not Sunday, maybe. Who knows? Depending how I feel tomorrow. And that's all I got to say about it. But I will be doing an NXT review. Probably tomorrow or maybe Sunday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's it. So thank you for watching. Once again, Smackdown gets a 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.